Hello, and welcome back to the Cavalier's Tale. So, continuing the spirit of Who Needs Battle Reports at this time of year, I'm here to talk to you a little bit about the UK Masters and tell you exactly what the Masters is. So hopefully we can cover that, thoroughly enough that you come out with a better understanding that you came in with. Or maybe you know what it is anyway, and in which case I'm not sure why you're watching this. Before I get started though, remember to watch until the end of the video where there is a little bit of announcement from Matty P from the Paired Weapons podcast and Lucky Sixes from Proxy Table Gaming. They have a competition for you where you can win things like painted miniatures, and we all hate painting, or at least some of us hate painting, so stay tuned. Keep an ear out for that. Okay, so what is the UK Masters? Well, obviously it's a 9th Age tournament, otherwise I don't know how you found your way here. So, what's the same? It's 4,500 points. It's 5 games played over the course of a weekend using Swiss pairing, which apparently was first used in 1895 at a chess tournament, which seems an awful lot longer than I would have thought it would be. Using fully painted armies. So, like every other 9th Age tournament that you've ever been to. Although, some of them play different points values, I guess, and different numbers of games. That's what's happening at the Masters. 5 games, 4,500 points, fully painted armies using Swiss pairing. So what's different about it? Well, it's an invitational tournament, which makes it very, very special because you have to qualify for the tournament. So how do you qualify? Well, over the course of the year, every tournament that happens in the UK scene or most of them, are ranked, and you can earn points to go up on the ranking board. So everybody who takes part in one of these ranked tournaments over the course of the year in the UK at 9th Age tournaments, they get a certain number of points depending on where on the leaderboard they finish at the end of the weekend. And then over the course of the year, your 4 best tournaments, or up to 4 if you haven't been at that many tournaments, are added together, and then they make your ranking. So, for example, for me, I think I attended all but one of the ranked tournaments this year. Which did I miss out? War in the North and Frome Fight Club 2 I didn't go to, but I went to every other tournament. I didn't do fantastic because I'm not great at 9th Age. But from those tournaments, I got 4 top scores, and they added together to give me my 2021 ranking, which was 220.77, which was enough to get me up to 27th. So the top 16 players from those rankings, they've done very well over the tournaments. You generally need some top 10 finishes, some wins at tournaments and all that kind of thing to get you that high in the rankings. And then those 16 players are then invited to go and play at the UK Masters to prove which of them is the best for the whole year, which is really cool and it's really exciting. We all get to see the best players in the UK play against one another for a whole weekend and see who's best. That makes a much smaller tournament than you'd normally see playing 9th Age. Generally they're 30, 40 players or bigger. So with only 16 players, you get a little bit of a different tournament. So because the number of players is so small and everybody generally knows each other because they're people who have been going to the tournaments all year together, you get to play round 2, for example, is an army swap, which is exactly the same as a normal game, but you use your opponent's army, which sounds terrifying. I don't think I'd be able to pick up a brand new faction just for one game over the course of a weekend, especially at a tournament. But leading up to the tournament as well, it means that there's lots of speculation about meta. I remember last year, there was the Dread Elf book had just come out, so I remember at least a few players tried to work out whether or not people were going to be bringing Dread Elves and what they needed to bring to counter those Dread Elves. In general, there's lots of speculation as to who's going to be bringing what. I know a couple of the players are generally known for playing very particular armies, and some are a little bit more fast and loose with what they play. So it becomes a question of whether or not you want to tailor your list to fight against things that you might not be very comfortable playing against, or make sure that you're very good at playing a particular kind of faction instead, making sure that you can play all the scenarios, because the scenarios haven't been announced yet, the deployments haven't been announced yet, so you need a very general list, but you need to you want to decide whether or not it's going to be worth speccing your list to fight against particular things. It's all very complicated, and as far as I know, some people as well go very in-depth with their spreadsheets and matchup analysis, which sounds very complicated and far too much effort, in my opinion. I don't know what happens in those spreadsheets either, so... but yeah, all very exciting. And then the outcome from the weekend, as I think I've mentioned, it gives us the UK Master for the year of 2022, which is all very exciting. And because that's so exciting, the whole of the community engagement team in the UK, I think it's been mentioned in other places, but all the podcasts, all the YouTube channels, there's a list of them somewhere. There's a list on this thread, if I give you a link here, and in the script description below. Go and check that out, because that shows you where all the rest of the content is happening for the UK Masters, and what else is going on, and who's doing it, and who's involved, and all that good stuff. Yeah, to produce all the content that you could possibly want to follow the UK Masters with, to follow the action and find out who's going to be the UK Master for 2022. So yeah, that is all from me. Stay tuned. We've got Matty P and Lucky Six's competition announcement right here.
Hi guys, it's me, Lucky Sixes from Proxy Table Gaming.
And me, Maddie P from the Paired Weapons Podcast.
The Masters competition is back. For your chance to win a selection of these prizes, including gaming accessories, 3D print vouchers, the Breach introduction game, and commissions from the Gobbo, simply answer this question. Which army was placed at the top of the latest tier list, released in December 2021? Was it Orcs and Goblins,
Demon Legions,
or Beast Herds?
To enter, simply send your answer to the following email address: pairedweaponpodcast@gmail.com. That's the pairedweaponpodcast@gmail.com. Don't forget to include your name, contact details, and your answer. Check out the Masters Review Show on the Proxy Table Gaming YouTube channel shortly after the tournament itself.
Thanks to all our partners and sponsors.
And good luck!
See you later.